Hi, my name is Dan Garrett. I'm the CEO for the Network for Health Technology and Innovation, and thanks for joining us today. Now, let me introduce my colleague, Giovanni.
Hello there, my name is Giovanni Aleman Sotelo, and I'm happy to be here. I am the Director of Operations for the NHTI, and today we are excited to release the co-marketing program in partnership with the Capital Times.
Great, thanks, Giovanni. With that, let's get started. So, first off, thanks again for joining us. We're really excited for you to be with us today. So, today in this presentation, we're going to talk about learning effective marketing strategies, how to use local and regional marketing tools to best grow your business, that's whether investable or scalable, or maybe just a regional business that's going to be wildly successful. And lastly, we'd like to highlight the partnership opportunities and highlight some case studies of how we can use this marketing partnership. Giovanni?
Yeah, the first thing on the docket here is trying to identify a good partner for this. And so I think that I would relate this to finding an influencer that is going to work for you and your brand. And the things that we've identified here for your business as it pertains to our region is that obviously you would like this influencer, this partner, to have a large reach. And so that's first off. Another thing you want to be conscious about is their personal brand. So you want your name to be mentioned alongside somebody who has a great reputation, who is known for doing good things in the community. Lastly, we also, I don't,
That's just our excitement for what we like for the Capital Times, because we know what they are a great regional brand. They've been around forever, and they are a great partner, and that's why we're bringing them to you today.
absolutely.
Selecting a partner is really important. And one of the things that we'd like to do is talk about why we selected the CapTimes as a great partner for us. So maybe Giovanni, could you take us through some of those particulars?
Absolutely. So the CapTimes is a newspaper locally here in Madison, and they've been able to expand into the online world too very effectively. That is going to be a conversation we have down the road here, but for now, I do want to mention a little bit of the segments that they're in and some of the demographics that they target and that they've been able to record. And so you can see on the slide here that they're very effective at being in homes. They have a large following in the financial space. They also have a following in the retail space, the house space, and we can see here through these metrics that their readers have an average income of $113,000 annually, and their average age is 48 years old. So with these metrics, you're going to be able to better analyze how you can leverage this partnership.
And guess what, Giovanni? I have a fun fact for you. The CapTimes is owned by the Abbey Foundation, and so the Abbey Foundation has put a lot of money back into the community, and in fact, just this year, has invested over $72 million. So we've not only selected a partner that has great demographics and really great resonance with our entrepreneurs, but we selected a partner that gives back to the community. So we think this is a win-win for everybody. So part of making sure that we've got good marketing partnerships in place is making sure that our entrepreneurs how to take advantage of the opportunity. And so knowing how to take advantage of that opportunity means that we have a good understanding of good marketing principles. And fundamentally, what marketing is, it's about storytelling, it's about connecting, it's about talking about how that addition to your house is going to impact your family and where your kids are going to grow up and how you will enjoy Thanksgiving dinners and watch some amazing Christmases unfold. Or maybe it's going to be about good financial planning that allows you to take that vacation, after you've worked really hard for 20 years and you're now empty nesters. And so that's the really important part about storytelling and marketing, and we see how that resonates with our partner. And so there's also the important part of understanding when to advertise, when not to advertise, and where that advertisement needs to go. I think if you just look at just pure digital advertisement, or if you just decided to do paper advertisement, there is no one size fits all solution. The need of your advertisement will change over time and will change on the circumstance. And this is really understanding the type of advertising you're doing, whether it's brand awareness advertising or something known as like click-to-response advertising. And so some tips that we really like to share with folks is making sure that they're using compelling graphics, using bolds appropriately, uh, using video when appropriate. So video is an amazing piece of content for online and digital, and maybe even a Facebook ad. And that's something we can do with our partners. And it's about figuring out how to really unfold and tell that story. And so those are the principles of really good marketing right there. So the recap on this slide, though, is that there's not a one-size-fits-all solution. It depends on what you're trying to do. And you know what? Understanding who your customer is incredibly important. So we talk a lot about digital. We fundamentally are in a digital age today, and a lot of people would say, "Wow, the newspaper is dead. Print is dead." And we strongly believe that that is actually not the truth. And so, we believe that to the point where we have really promoted folks working with our media partners, because you know what? To Giovanni's point, over 140,000 people read the newspaper over the course of the week. That's a lot of eyeballs. That's a lot of people that can resonate with your brand, read your story, connect with your identity. And so it's about figuring out what is the right format for the right place for your advertising. And so one of the things that we really look at is for our entrepreneurs that have these amazing regional brands, and even our investable, scalable entrepreneurs that are looking to build that relationship with the consumer, using print advertising to really tell your 2 or 3 page story, telling about why you got into the business, how your prospective consumer can resonate, and how you might be a fit for that entrepreneur, and how that entrepreneur might be a fit for you, is really important. So some of the opportunities that we can provide you through this partnership is insertion into the State Journal and to the CapTimes. So what we like to do is we talk about advertising, but really one of the things that we talk about advertising and within our marketing is making sure that our entrepreneurs understand what the go-to-market looks like. And so we've got 2 options for go-to-market through this partnership that we're really working through. One option is our print options, and so that's the weekly Capital Times. It's got a sponsored profile, and one of the things that we really like in there are industry-sponsored pages. So for example, you notice that retail was fairly large, home improvement was fairly large with the demographic. So the opportunity that we have there is doing one big sponsored page to talk about 4 or 5 different entrepreneurs that may be very complementary within an industry. And so that's how we can leverage that digital together using the agglomeration effect. And then we've got digital. So the digital tools that we have at our disposal are the CapTimes and Madison.com. We've got some amazing direct email marketing opportunities. We've got newsletters, and we've got sponsored social posts. So again, you as an entrepreneur are likely incredibly connected with these ideas. You know them, you've experienced them, you've bought from them before. And now it's your opportunity to leverage this to really grow your business for that new customer. So, quick facts about the Capital Times. We selected them because they've got over 114,000 weekly print readers. So we think it's great for building top of mind awareness. And we like it because it's an effective medium to share offers and sale information. We love the digital because the digital is twice as much as the online readership. We like it because you can track your success in the digital advertising. It includes awesome call to actions, and it gives you, most importantly, what you need is reporting data, which helps you refine your offer and help you better understand how to connect with your prospective customer more rapidly, or to get a customer to revisit you more rapidly and stay loyal to you. And so reducing your cost of customer acquisition. So we think a lot of what we're doing with both digital and with the print is really helping you tell your story, because the power of marketing and the power of why we're doing this video helps you talk about the story and helps you relate to your business of how you can best serve that customer. One of the things that I always say as an entrepreneur is part of marketing is really doing a good job on the storytelling part. Sales is the tactical part of applying a story to how it affects somebody's life and being able to relate and to help them solve a problem that they didn't know they have. And so that's your opportunity that you have through this partnership. And we offer a variety of opportunities. And as we unfold through this presentation, as we talk with you one-on-one, we'll get into those. Here's an example of some of the display opportunities, both in print and digital, that we can bring to you through this partnership. And like I said, we've got some fairly aggressive opportunities that we're excited to share. So, telling your story through the profiles, and the digital marketing strategy. So a lot of what we talk about doing is not just doing these very simple ads, Gio, but we're talking about building video and becoming really engaging and really helping our entrepreneurs understand the cost per thousand pricing model that I think a lot of people don't understand today. And that's a really big opportunity we have through this partnership. Gio, back to you.
Uh, Great. So as we move forward here, we want to show you a little bit of what it is you're paying for and how the price structure works. So um, I'll bring up now that I am going through this little experiment with the CapTimes, highlighting my family's business. And so you're going to see a little bit of social media content that was tailored to match my parents' profile and their company. And so I'll be speaking a little bit about that experience. Here in this slide, you'll see a little bit of the where your money would go in the services that you are able to select from. And so on the digital space, they charge on this thing called CPM. And so that's click per thousands. And that means that for every thousand people or every thousand views, they're going to charge you this fee here, and so they're actually clicks. But you can see that for video pre-roll, it's $30. If you go down a little lower, there are native ad units, and those are $15. And you can also see the different sizes that your ad can be. And so we'll highlight some of those examples in the coming slides. And actually, Dan, if you want to move forward.
Oops, there we go.
All right, so on this slide, we just want to highlight a little bit of the reach that each of the platform has. And so you can see that the CapTimes.com and Madison.com have a very regional reach. And they are really, so something that they highlight is that the ad placement is right there in front of them, front and center when you're scrolling through the application or on your phone, and it's very visible when you're on the browser as well. They also have a direct email marketing option, which I looked at and I was rather impressed by the options that they have and the way that you can tailor your campaign to match your needs. And so the direct email marketing is a very targeted campaign by CapTimes and Elite Enterprises, meaning that their list of followers and subscribers is immense. And we're actually gonna see a little bit of that in the coming slides. So can you move forward on slides?
I would. I'd love to add two things to your commentary there. By the way, Gee, fantastic job. One of the things that I think is really important is that these are opt-in emails. So these are people that want to get emails, want to relate with the community, want to support the community. And again, one of the reasons that we look to work with a local partner is it was so important to own your home court. I think we as entrepreneurs forget how important that is. And this is an opportunity to own the consumer and really gander support for your business in a way that is more difficult if you just do it, using Facebook or some other online advertisement that's not really connected to our community. And I think that's an important opportunity here. I'm sorry, Gio. Please tell us more about email, though, because I think this is the key to it.
So this is actually going to give us a little bit of insight on the kind of population or demographics that they target. And well, first of all, I'll bring up that wonderful ad that was put together by CapTimes for my parents' company. So there's a plug there for us. Also relating to the targeted email blasts, you can see that you have the option to choose whether you want to go the B2C route. So if you're targeting customers, that is an option, and they have a list of folks that match that criteria, and they also have a list of folks that match the business to business criteria. And furthermore, you're able to drill down upon demographics and like the roles that they have in their companies. If you're looking at the business to business or their annual income. So these are really powerful metrics and options that you can play with, and they're like levers when you're adjusting your strategy for your marketing campaign. You can get really narrow or you can get really broad, and that's a really powerful option that we have here. And so we go, actually, before we go forward, do you have anything that you would add to this slide?
Yeah, I mean, I think I would just dovetail into what you were talking about. That I think one of the reasons that we in our program really talk about the importance of knowing who your customer is and working through an ideal customer profile is just to your point. Like, there are so many overwhelming options on who to market to. And we see this all the time when we get started with businesses. They say, "Who's our customer?" They say, "Everybody's our customer." And the reality is everybody isn't your customer. But if you know who really is your customer and who will benefit from your service that you provide, whose problem you're solving, that's going to allow you to use your marketing dollars in a really responsible way and more effectively connect with your prospective consumer and solve their problem, which is like the most important thing. So, yeah, I think great points all the way around.
Great. And so this list looks overwhelming. I know it was when I first saw it. And the more that you take a look at it, the more that you actually can appreciate the value that this kind of marketing can provide. And so on the previous slide, it shares that they get over $5 million eyeballs on their site. And so those are refreshes. And also, it mentions that you can target by region or and tweak that depending on your needs. In this list, if you were to like zoom in on them, you have the option to decide what kind of businesses you would like to approach. And so they're like financial business, health business, education businesses. Are they like service providers? And furthermore, it's like how many employees should this business have, or how much revenue should this business be making a year for them to qualify for to view your ad in this campaign. And so they have an immense amount of options, which is a great thing. And so a lot of things that you can tweak and play around with as you're managing your campaign.
Giovanni, you are 100% right. This list of options to market to is incredibly overwhelming. I mean, I'm just sitting here thinking, wow, look at that. There's income demographics and industry and retail and business type. How many people are in the household. Oh my gosh, who knew that there was this much data out there? But that's for another story, or another time, as they would say.
Yeah, we don't have the time in this presentation.
Fair enough. But maybe you can tell us now about some email reporting and what that looks like.
Yes, so that's another very strong value proposition that is provided by the CapTimes, is being able to have an understanding of where your ad is being displayed and who's viewing your ads and who is clicking on your ads. And so that list that you got of options for your ad to be displayed through, they're able to categorize those clicks and those views into those segments so that it may tell you who is most interested in your service, and that may blow your mind because you may think that your audience is A, and in actuality, your audience is really hitting it off on the C side.
So wait, you mean that by looking at an email open and usage report, it's going to help me define my audience, and I could use this for A/B testing?
Absolutely.
Amazing. I love it. I'm
So
sorry, I cut you off. Big question.
that is the numbers guy, and he can tell you all about the cool things that you can do with data.
I love data. So I want to make sure that there's nothing more that we want to cover here under reporting, though, Giovanni.
I think there are a lot of things that we can cover. I'd be happy to have a conversation with anybody who has further questions or would like to understand more about this.
Sounds good. Well, let's talk a little bit about social media marketing. And so I think so one of the greatest pieces that has come to the internet, I think, is social media. And so hands down, Facebook, while it used to be a social network, is now a social media marketing machine. And so between what you can do with Facebook and Instagram and pulling together WhatsApp and now Threads, it's amazing stuff. And I think a lot of people would say, "Well, I can just do like a Facebook campaign all on my own. Why do I need a partner to do it?" Well, there's a reality about being an entrepreneur that, we can't do everything ourselves. We just need help sometimes. And sometimes finding an expert is really, really challenging, or figuring out how to run an integrated campaign. And really, that's what we're talking about here, is building an integrated campaign through our co-marketing program of being able to use print, digital, and social to really leverage the benefits of growing your business, telling your story, and figuring out how you get to close that last mile with your sales skill. So, um, yeah, that's what we got here.
Absolutely. And actually, I would also say it's never a good idea to put all your eggs in one basket. And so it's very smart to, have multiple ways that you reach out to your audience.
One of the opportunities that we're able to do as well is we're able to actually bring you and have you work directly with the team at the CapTimes, and we can really look to do coordinated digital campaigns, business group campaigns, and targeted emails, not just with yourself, but with other stakeholders in the community. And I think that's something that we're really excited about. And so we do want to give you a sense of like what some of this could look like. So this is an example of a business group page opportunity of pulling it together. So you see like industries, like businesses, and what they look like published.
And so they send those out once a week, and that's fine. I don't think we need to go back.
So that's good, because I was having trouble going back. So thank you for your patience. So we were going to talk a little bit about a case study and what we do. And so the way that we think about these marketing opportunities is everybody tries to bucket things. And there's a couple ways to bucket it in the world that we work in. And so sometimes that's a business to consumer or business to business. And I think the common thing that I always hear is, well, man, I do business to business, so why would I advertise in this type of venue? Well, the reality is I'm in a business and Giovanni's in a business, and we run businesses and we read this stuff, so why wouldn't you advertise in it, and why wouldn't you leverage it? Or maybe somebody would say, like, I have a national business that I want to sell to, and maybe digital is significantly more important for us. Well, it's not an either or, it could be an all and the way that we think about it is we talk about the Alimon cleaning service, and that's a regional business that's B2B and B2C, and the CapTimes is a very appropriate audience. We've also got a telehealth company that's launching that'll have a national audience, and this is a really great place for it too. And so we've got one business type that's more local to regional, B2B, B2C. We've got a national business that's more regional and national in focus, B2B, B2C. And we think that this is an ideal partnership for both of those businesses. And so, again, one of the things that we're really trying to do is make sure that we find partnerships that really help our businesses and our entrepreneurs gain access to not just local but national marketing opportunities, that we don't take a cookie cutter approach to really telling our stories about how we can be successful, what we've done, talking about the good, talking about the bad, and talking about the good again, because that's really important. And really, I think we can all agree that having enhanced visibility about what our businesses look like and how we've leveraged all the resources is really just going to be a great story. I know us at the network, we want to tell that story. We want you to tell that story of the network. We want to tell your story through our partners. So, how does one get access to the co-marketing program? That's a great question. And so, basically what we say is that if you have been in one of our partner programs with the Network of Health Technology and Innovation and part of our Business Ignite program, you've got access to it. If you've been a participant or will be a participant in this year's Madison College NHTI Spring Pitch program, you will have access to it, assuming that you're an NHTI Business Ignite program member. Or if you're part of one of our co-working space partnerships. So, for example, we've got a partnership with 100 State. If you're a 100 State member, you've got access to the NHTI membership programs, and you can take advantage of it. And so this is an example of the various memberships that we have. We offer anywhere from healthcare to lending to business resources. This is particularly talking about our co-marketing programs. So what makes this unique is that for every dollar that you invest into your own marketing, the network will invest that dollar. So for example, for every dollar that Empowered DC Telehealth is investing into its network, we're matching it 100%. So we're taking their $100 a month investment or a week investment, and we're making it $200. And so we're driving that impact. And the question is, why are we doing that impact, or why are we driving that for them? It's because we really believe in putting resources into marketing and go-to-market tactics. Is that we can't do this ourselves. You have to build a partnership and a relationship with somebody to go to market with, and we decided to put our money there. Why is it that you have to have a membership to really get access to the co-marketing? Is that we need to know that you're serious. And I think one of the things that we really appreciate about entrepreneurs is how hard folks work, and so we appreciate people coming to the programs, we appreciate people coming to our project work nights, we appreciate that entrepreneurship. But really, when we start talking about having additional dollars invested in your business, we want you to put some dollars up, and we're willing to support the investment that you put up to help you go to market. And know that we're here to help you refine that message and make it effective for you. So we're not just here in the short run, we're here in the long term. So with that, a couple takeaways that I'd just like to share with you is that this is an amazing partnership that's really meant to launch and help you as an entrepreneur win your home court. We as a network for health technology and innovation, we are in your corner, and we want to match every dollar that you spend in advertising to help you with that go-to-market and really launch and ignite your business. And if you've got questions, come talk to Giovanni and myself. If we don't have the answers to them, we will pair you up with the resources that do. And I should forewarn you, we have very few answers in life, but we know lots of great people who've got the best answer to help you. And we really look forward to working with you. We are excited to see your business become successful and to be part of our network. Thank you very much.